Hi, Leo. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my no contacts. This is for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person on your mind. What are their thoughts and feelings? What's going on in this connection? Where are we headed? What are the intentions? Anything spirit wants to share with me while we're in no contact. If you're not interested in your past, this reading will not be for you. So check out your love messages, check out your singles readings, lots of other readings on my channels that the collective love readings you would enjoy. So this is for somebody who wants to know, somebody they're in separation with, what is going on. So we're going to get some messages today. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to know at this time? For my Leos, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. I am listening for you now. I have life source. When life comes at a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. You may feel like your whole life is on hold, and because you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know if this is going to move forward, if this person's going to come back, whether you need to move forward. So the limbo is always a very difficult place to be. But just remember, you're always exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment in time, even if it means like you're not moving. Standing still gives you the opportunity to look around, to understand things, to listen to your heart, they're saying, to figure out what's right for you. So limbo could be a time for you to heal. It could be a time for you to explore your own feelings. Sometimes when you're with that person and they're right in front of you, you can't see clearly. So use this time wisely, and just remember, you always have a light inside of you no matter what's going to happen. So let's see what the cards are saying. I have a 10 of Swords. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have a Wheel of Fortune. And I have a Knight of Swords. The 10 of Swords with this particular card, because if you look closely, it has these broken mirrors. And it came into me as you broke me. And that's the hard part, that you're having a hard time. You can probably handle all the other stuff, but you broke me when I needed you most. And that's that part I'm having a hard time getting over. And maybe something was going on in your life that was very difficult, and they weren't there for you. And that was the last straw, or that was enough for you to say, I can't rely on you, or you're not even there for me when I needed you the most. So there's something going on with me with that. I do feel the rebuilding. I definitely feel like you're stronger than you think you are. The mushrooms are jumping out at me only because I always feel like mushrooms grow where nothing else grows. They grow under a tree that's fallen down in the woods. They grow in the center of, a lawn of weeds. And there's this big mushroom, like, where'd that mushroom come from? So it's a feeling of you're gonna grow and bloom no matter what, with or without this person. And then I have this Wheel of Fortune, and I have a Knight of Swords. And it feels like a twist of fate. Is it a change of heart? Possibly. I'm asking Spirit. This person is either realizing that they've made a mistake, or what they thought was on the other side of this connection isn't there. What they thought they were going to find isn't there. And the reality is we take ourselves with us wherever we go. So if they have problems within this relationship, I have stress, I'm depressed, I have anxiety, I have money issues, ending the relationship isn't going to solve those problems. They're going to just go right into the next relationship with those problems, and maybe even worse, because that person could have problems bigger than the two of you. So it's a sense of I took my problems with me. And I'm realizing that now, that the only thing that's going to change is me. So I took my problems with me is kind of the wake-up call. I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, you take yourself with you. I have an 8 of Swords. That came into me as I've been holding back my feelings, afraid of the future, and a 6 of Pentacles. So this is definitely a feeling of, I know I was holding back. I know that I wasn't there for you. I'm battling my own demons. I put myself over everything else, and I only thought about myself. I was only taking care of myself, not taking care of you. There's a sense of you broke me when I needed you most. So I do feel like this person is realizing that either their selfishness or their needs came first. Like, I don't have enough energy to take care of my problems and help you with yours. That's called a relationship. We have to help each other, okay? And then they realize that, you know what, in order to have a future with you, I have to give more. There has to be more give and take. This medical is jumping out at me, so it could be connected around somebody's medical issues. It could be you had medical issues, you needed their help. I needed your help. You took care of yourself. You left me high and dry. I needed somebody to pick me up from the surgery center. I don't know. But it's a feeling of, where were you? And can I rely on you? I think that that's what's going on. I will tell you that there's a sense of panic. There's a sense of, I'm realizing that if they come back fast. Okay. They come back with, the energy of, I don't know what I was thinking. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I panicked. I got scared. I wasn't there for you. I know I wasn't there for you. So I do feel like they come back with this kind of panicked energy to just try to salvage this. But I feel like you feel the panic. And maybe you say, I still need more time. You may say, I need more time still. I have a Queen of Pentacles and I have an Ace of Cups and I have a Fool. Now that's coming into me as you realizing maybe this space and time's been good for you. You realizing that you can take care of yourself. You are independent. You are worthy and deserving of somebody that loves you unconditionally. And then you're wondering, is there something else with that Fool? Should I start over with somebody new? Can I really rely on this person to be there for me when I needed them? I call it my emergency contact number, that when you feel like you're in this kind of a connection, that no matter what happens, they'll be there for you. And I would like to think that even in a separation, if you had spent a long time with this person and loved this person, that if there really truly was an emergency, that they still would show up. So that is how I would want to know. But it is a sense of you questioning, should I stay or should I go? this feeling of in or out. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want me to know? I have cleaning up, sweeping away any negative situations, decluttering your life, simplifying your life. Maybe this space has allowed you to get rid of some of the chaos, get rid of some of the drama that's around them, and allowing you some, you know, my house is cleaner. I have more time to myself. I mean, I know you're struggling, but there's maybe some pros that, you know, you can eat whatever you want for dinner. You can eat popcorn if you want, you know. So it's a feeling of I'm getting rid of some of the negative situations. I'm getting rid of some of the, you know, the pain. So the space and the time that you're having right now is at least allowing you to breathe a little bit too. I have the World, fulfillment, the end of a journey, the beginning of a journey, the end of a cycle. I have a brick wall. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. That is huge. Leos don't like that. Leos like to communicate. So, you know, am I talking to a brick wall? Maybe you're in agreement with that. Like nothing I say sinks in, or I say the same thing over and over again and nothing changes. So you have to ask yourself, if they came back and they're rushing back in this panic, what's in it for you? What's going to change? So are the changes going to be their spirit? I have boundaries, standing your ground. That, you know, this is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of every time I bring up a certain topic, every time we go to talk about something, you know, you're not there. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Let's see what we have for initials. Let's see. So maybe this will give you some clues. First initials, last initials. Maybe you'll spell your person's name for confirmation. It's really, really hard. You know, in separation does one of two things. It helps us to see what's going wrong in this connection and can we fix it, because it becomes clear. And then the second thing that happens is we miss each other so much that we realize that the love is still there. And then we have the willingness to change and the willingness to try to fix it. So right now I feel like I'm getting clarity as to what has been going on and the things that I don't like about this connection. They're becoming clearer to you. Doesn't mean that there aren't things that you like. There's probably a lot of things you like, but the things you don't like definitely are pretty crystal clear. I have the letter B. I have a G. I have an M. J. I have a Y. H. An N. K. I. The letter M. V. B. And let's get two more. And I have the letter T. And I have an O. Okay. Spirit, can I have just a little bit more clarification? Anything that you want to share with me at this time? Actually, let's do this. Is there anything blocking this connection that would help us? Because I had that kind of sweeping away something. Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. So if they have been playing games, obviously, I feel like you're not interested in that. That could be clear. Not compatible. You don't really believe there's a match. Have an open mind. Are we compatible? Can we get over that? I'm not, you know, I can't feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. I gotta feel like I'm talking to my partner, my lover, my best friend. Pent up anger. unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful. So that could be you, that could be them. That maybe this anger comes out of nowhere, and then they start playing games, and then they start and then you go, I can't live with this, and then there's kind of chaos, there's drama, there's, I can't live with this energy. There's fear of loneliness. That could be them. You stay in bad relationships because you're lonely. Be okay with yourself. They could be charging back into your life because they don't like being alone. And you'd like to think they're charging back because they really want to be with you. But they could be charging back because I don't like being alone. I can't be alone. I need somebody always in my life. So you want to make sure they're coming back to you because of you. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages. Right now, I do feel like a twist of fate, a change of heart. That could be you. Maybe you have a change of heart and you're willing to give a second chance. My fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. And I do want you. You could be very much in love with this person and you see the good qualities in them. I'm leaving. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me and has hindered my growth. So you could be, some of you could be on the fence with, do I stay or do I go? And you might not have the answer to that. Depends on what this person's willing to do to change so that you could communicate better. A wild side. There's a side to you I haven't seen, and I want to see you let loose and get wild, and let's have some fun sometimes. That could be, I want to have more fun. I don't want to be so serious. I don't want to talk about our feelings all the time. I don't want to talk about where are we going to be in 10 years, 15 years. Can't we just live for today? But it's hard to do that when you feel like you have this kind of, I don't know where I stand with somebody. If you felt more emotionally secure with this person, you'd probably be more willing to have a good time. Tears. When I think about you, I cry. I feel like we don't have the answers today. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get them. But right now, I feel like we just need a little bit more time to figure out what we're feeling, both of us. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid of truly opening up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. I feel like this is probably the heart of what's going on with you. You have the ability to be very emotional with somebody, very in tune with somebody, very connected to somebody, very loyal to somebody. And this person is like talking to a brick wall at times, not all the time, but at times when you needed them the most. That jumped out at me the most. You broke me when I needed you the most, and that's what you can't get over. So that's going to be hard to move on from. Can I trust this person again? That if something like this happened in the future, that they would be there for me. And if the answer is, I don't think so, then you might not ever be able to accept this person back because you have to feel like you've got a partner, a life partner. I feel like you don't have the answers that you want right now. So for today, take care of yourself. Focus on yourself and just do the best that you can, okay? The answers will come to you over time as to what's best for your future self and your higher self. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I'm very grateful. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolen.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel. For more no contact readings under your sign, you may find another reading that connects to you as well. So let's put this out into the universe for today until the answers come to us. We'll see you soon.